Ladies and gentlemen, we have entered the 6th-year anniversary of Raid Shadow Legends. That's right. It's already been 6 years. I feel like it was just yesterday I was hearing about this game and hearing everybody talk about this RPG champion builder, but it's already been 6 years, guys. And I wanted to just briefly talk about what are some of the goodies and things taking place right now on year 6, as well as doing maybe just a few little pulls. Maybe we do some pulls. I've been saving up some shards here so we can take a look. Maybe we can see what we get from a sacred shard, from void shards, primal shard. You know, let's see what happens. But first, let's talk about a few of the details. So one of the first things that's taking place here, there is this festival of creation that's going on right now. So there's increased, champion training. There's a 2x boost on the primals that's starting. Actually, maybe I'm gonna hold off on my primals now that I'm rereading that. Never mind. 2x boost on primals that coming up. Dungeon divers events, other things as well. Drop fevers that's coming, as well as other goodies. If you go into the shop, you can actually see some of the limited time specials. So for example, the 6th anniversary, there is a 5-day login reward here with some awesome stuff, guys. Day 1, you get a free sacred shard. The next day, you get 3 ancient shards. You get a primal shard in here that happens to conveniently come when the drop event starts for the primal shards, and 2 epic void shards, as well as a legendary skill tome and a bunch of free energy, guys. A bunch of free energy that you can use for farming. On top of that, there's some other promo packs available that you can use that's part of the anniversary as well. But the big huge thing here is actually new players, when you come in for the first time, you can use the promo code Supreme6, where if you use that, I can't, because I've already used a promo code on my account, unfortunately. You will get the free legendary void champion Supreme Gallic. Now, in case you don't know, there are 4 elemental types in this game, where you've got force, magic, and spirit. Like an elemental weakness system, one is more effective than the others, and they all have kind of like their own counter, like rock, paper, scissors. Void sits outside of those elemental typings, allowing them to be beneficial in a more variety of content in the game, where you can use them in all of the dungeons, no matter what the rotation is or the elemental effectiveness is. You can always use a void champion there because they have no weakness. There's no targeted weakness towards them. And so this is the first time ever that Raid's giving away a legendary void champion for the game. In doing so, I'm gonna have another video going a little bit more over Supreme Gallic, so make sure to like and subscribe for that a little more detail. But I just wanted to let you know that this is currently available. Now, if you're interested in trying Raid Shadow Legends for the first time, you can sign up with my link in the description or in the pinned comment to this video. And if you do, you'll actually get the epic champion Zargala on your account, who is a great unit to add in for the first time. She's a good debuffer where she can decrease defense. Really got good utility in her kit overall. But if you manage to level up your account and get up to level 15, you will also get the epic champion Hugo on your account, who's a great cleanser and debuffer, good for both PvP and PvE based content. On top of that, you're going to get an XP barrel that allows you to max level any character on their current ascension, potions, 300,000 silver, as well as some other goodies to get your account started off on the right foot and level up those champions. So make sure to use my link in the description for that. Now, I didn't mention this before, but also part of the events, there is this Dungeon Divers event tournament that's going on right now. We're going to earn event points every day. You can get in here. There's going to be some more gems for you and some other goodies to give away. This is part of the anniversary as well. So you can go ahead and start making some good progress on that now. One other thing that is coming as part of this event and part of the 6th anniversary is there is also an additional fusion event that's going to start on March 10th. So you want to start in the game as soon as you can so you can kind of get through it and set the groundwork so you can come in and actually get started on this fusion event. So you're going to want to try that. The champion that's going to be added to this game is a champion called Lord Entertainer Fabian, who's going to have petrification and true fear debuffs on your enemies that he's going to be able to apply. This is what he looks like here. Now, unfortunately, we can't look at his model directly in game right now, but you can get a pretty good look at him here. He does look very cool. Really like the mask and the way that his lip is curling up around that. I think he's a very well-designed looking champion. And so I'm very interested to see. I'm hoping I can, this is one of the first times I'm getting deep into a fusion event for this. So I'm hoping he's really achievable and I can get him on my account. I think he's going to be a nice benefit there for sure. Now, there was a special preview that was released for Fabian, so we get a little bit of a closer look at him here in the animation. I think he looks fantastic, but there's a few other details about the update that they included in this video as well. They're making some changes to Arena where once you finally make it into the gold tier, you're not going to fall back out of the gold tier ever again. You've made it, you've arrived. That's going to be really helpful if you're grinding into that game mode more. After you made it into the gold, they're going to go into this kind of seasonal structure where every 4 weeks they're going to do placements, and depending on what your ranking is in that season, you're going to get some rewards. So if you complete top 10, you're going to get that. If you complete first place, there's even more for you. And then even if you make it into the top 100, you can kind of see there, you're going to get some shards and other extra goodies on your account as well. There's also some additional milestone rewards too for, you know, kind of the first time making progress. The first set that they're adding in here is the Stone Cleaver set. So because this is actually like a 9-piece set, it's not like a 4-piece or one of the standard 2-piece sets. Like if you're newer to the game, this is a 9-piece set. So if you get this on all, you know, maxed out champion, full ascension, you can get all pieces applied. It's got a crazy set of bonuses here with 25% increased attack, 30% increased crit damage, 10% increased speed, ignores 20% of enemy defense, and 100% more damage to enemies that are under the stone skin shield. So going to be a very powerful set if you can manage to get like a full, you know, good substat rolled 9-piece set. The next set that they're introducing is the Rebirth set that's specifically designed for champions that revive other champions in game. It's another 9-piece set, but because it's a 9-piece, it has still a crazy amount of bonuses. The first thing that you're going to get is an additional 32% speed plus 60% res added onto your champions, making sure that they don't get debuffed themselves. For the champions that you revive, they're going to get an additional 10% HP and 10% turn meter to all allies that are revived by them, allowing them to go a little bit faster and have a little bit of extra meat on their bones so they don't get one tapped immediately after being revived. It also places a block damage buff on the wearer for 1 turn when an ally is killed by an enemy. And I think this is crazy, especially when it comes to like PvP. It decreases the cooldown of any revived ally's skills by 1 turn, allowing you to just completely turn the game around. Along with this, I think they've implemented one of the best quality of life features that I've seen to be added into Raid, and that is the background multi-battle feature. So once you reach level 45 on your account, you're going to get background multi-battles available from your clearing dungeons, which basically works the same way as multi-battles have already worked. You still need the stamina, you still need the multi-battles to be able to do it, but you can actually go out of it, go back into the menus of the game, and actually continue to do content in the other game. Maybe you want to work on leveling some other champions, or you want to gear some other champions that aren't currently being occupied in there. It is just going to be a big benefit on your account, and it's just gonna really have a nice quality of life to it. Now, they've also added some quality of life to Siege, but I'm gonna be honest, I haven't done a lot into Siege anyway, so I don't know how beneficial this side of it is, but it allows you to set priority targets for the rest of your clan, kind of helping out with Siege battles. So for those who are deep into the clan battles, that's probably nice, especially if you're a clan leader. Overall, I think the latest update to Raid is actually like a really big boost to quality of life, a great opportunity for new players to come in to get Supreme Gallic. And if you sign up with my link in the description, again, you're going to start off your account with the champion Zargala, who is a great debuffer, decreased defense unit, going to be really helpful. And you get them as soon as you complete the tutorial in the game. But after you complete the tutorial and you get up to level 15, you're also going to get the champion Yugo, who's another cleanser and debuffer on your account, along with an XP barrel, potions, silver, and more to help you get your account started off on the right foot. And then of course, as we've already been talking about, if you use the promo code Supreme6 for the 6th anniversary, you're also going to get the legendary champion Supreme Gallic. So make sure to use all of those goodies. Wait, I almost forgot to include my pulls in this. I almost forgot to pull in Raid, so we need to do some pulling here first. I'm just gonna skip the primal shards this time around. Okay, we're back in here. First, we're gonna open with a 10 pull on some ancient shards. Honestly, I think I've only been able to manage to get an epic. I'm hoping I can finally get like a legendary from an ancient shard. That would be a nice anniversary reward Raid. Please, let's see what we can do. No, yeah, well, an epic. That's big. That's big. Another epic. Oh no. Oh, old hermit Yorg. Oh, he's an orc. Okay, cool. I'll have to look into him later, that's for sure. Let's do a couple of void pulls. Speaking of void champions, let's see if we can get something good from some void shards here. Just another rare, okay. And we got branch arm Lacer. Cool. Next. Another rare, and we've got, Seducer, that's a dupe. I've already got him. Darn, that's too bad. But Raid, I want you to come through for me. Give me a legendary. It would be legendary if you could give me a legendary, please. Oh, please. Come on. No! Who do we get? We got Vrask. Okay. I don't know much about Vrask, but we got some more epics to look at. You know what? This is on like a newer account still, and you know we're still getting them we're still getting them to come in, you know, like we're starting to stack some epics in here. You know, we've got a lot that we've been building. I still only have one legendary Alice, which you'll have two if you use Supreme Gallic, but you know, that's pretty cool. I'll have to check these champions out later. That's gonna be it this time around, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.